Zendies, Zentangle is a meditative art form that is a relaxing method of creating abstract art using structured patterns. It teaches and focuses on being mindful and present. Zentangle requires no artistic skills. Welcome to 31 Days of Zen, the October project, Luminous Lotus. I'm SandhyaManne. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here throughout this month of October. Today it's day 13 and I'm using string number 13 from the Luminous Lotus PDF template. You can get your own template by logging on to www.sandhyamannestudio.podia.com/luminouslotus. So I'm working on a white round Zendala tile with black pen, brown pen and white Jellyroll pen and some watercolors. So go grab your supplies. Let's get started. On to tangling now. Okay, so here's day 13 string. Simple, beautiful string. And you can get your strings from Luminous Lotus PDF template, which you can get from logging on to www.sandhyamanne.podia.com/luminouslotus. So you sign up, you get this template right away. Okay, so apart from this, we will be working with 01 black micron, a 08 black micron, 01 brown pen, 05 brown pen, Jellyroll pen, pencil, stub. We will be also using an eraser pencil and an eraser or a dust-free eraser. Apart from this, brushes, because we will be using watercolors, and of course with the watercolors comes the water and a paper towel. So these are our supplies for today's session. Now let's get started. I always like to kind of clean up my tile with the dust-free eraser, so that way it takes off all the excess graphite from the tile and my pen lines look better. Okay, so I'm just going over it, and I think you're just supposed to dab, 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 but I like to kind of roll over it. Okay, so you see how this is lightening up. Okay, so with 01 black micron, I go around inking the lines. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm also going to ink this. Okay, this last one here. Okay, so I am now going to use my pencil eraser to clean up my lines. Okay, so now let's get to our coloring section. Okay, back to our coloring swatch. So I'm going to work with two colors. One is this lavender. Oh no, it's not lavender. This is violet, and I'm going to work with this lovely yellow here. You can see that. So this yellow. Okay, so let's see what happens when we put these two together. I like the way this is kind of working. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to use this brush for yellow and this brush for the violet. Okay, so I'm just going to add in yellow, and I am going to take lots of water and spread this out. Ooh, look at that, such a nice pigmented color this is. Okay, and with this other brush I am bringing in the violet. Okay, I'm gonna add in some more, and yeah, this nice tone of bright yellow. Just cleaned up that brush, and I'm just kind of smoothing it out. Okay, so that is violet. I know it looks a little messy right now, but once it's dried, it's gonna stand out. Okay, so I am going to do these three. Okay, and yeah, probably these 5 here. So I start with the yellow. So adding more violet here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing in these two sections as well. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a bit and then we'll get on work on these four and then maybe these four. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so it's dry now. I'm going to go back and work on these two petals and let's see. So again, white is for yellow, so I start with the yellow. Okay, I like the way it's looking now with the colors drying up. Okay, I'm just going to wait for a little bit and then we'll do these two sections as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish these two sections. Oh, I need water. I'm adding the color here just because I want that violet to show up a bit more. Okay, so here it is, all done. I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, so now let's get started with our white Jellyroll pen on the flower. I like the flower. It has this beautiful double tone and it looks really fun. Okay, so I am going to start off with auraing the inner sections like this. Okay, so here we're going to do this tangle called Morrisseau. I think I'm saying it right, but it's a beautiful tangle. So we make these little sections and we add each section with any pattern. So the whole thing is a lovely tangle. So it's kind of like a reticular fragment, but not really organized in that way. So you can have some empty petals, you can have some just basic filling. So let's see how we can explore this. So I'm going to start off with this one here. Okay, and it's like totally abstract. We don't have to have anything match. Like I start off with with a poke leaf. Okay, and I'm just gonna add circles like this and just fill up this section with some detail, and maybe add some fun addition here. Okay, and that's about it. I'm not gonna add more to it, so this has just 2 leaves, and that's fine. And okay, on this side I might do some sand swirls, so I'm just pulling out lines like this. Okay, so that's about it. We're not going to fill the whole thing. We're just kind of, there is no proper filling up here. It's all abstract. Okay, so here I'm going to do a mix of printems and kind of crescent mood. So let's see. I'm not, the idea is not to fill the entire section, but just teeny tiny bit here and there. Okay, and that's all. I'm going to add another one here. Just giving some connection, and so that's it. Okay, so there it is, all done. Okay, so now here I'm going to do a very simple pattern. So I'm just gonna put a dot and then continue adding these petal shapes. Okay, and here, let's see, I'm gonna add some just some lines like this. Okay, what else can we add? So, okay, so here I'm just going to pull out lines like this. Okay, and here I am just going to make circles, something like quibble, but just that much, not more. Okay, now here, what can we do here? I'm just gonna make some squiggle shapes. Okay. I'm just going on at the top and kind of giving a little weight there. So what do we do here? We can add some flux shape. Okay. Sure, I'm going to repeat the same thing that I did here. So there is no rhythm or rhyme, I'm just doing random things in each of the petals, and we're not even finishing it, and that's also fine. Okay, what do we do here? Let's see. Okay. Now here I am going to add okay, here I'm just kind of putting out some vertigo kind of shapes. Okay, so that's all it is. Okay, so here we are kind of done with our pen work for the lotus. Now let's get to the other sections. Okay, so I am going to start with my black pen around this. So here we're going to do this tangle called Twistee. It's a lovely tangle. So it goes like this. You kind of pull out a line and make a loop. Okay, so make sure that this line doesn't touch the circle line that we do. It's kind of going along that, and there is a space between them. And then I go about like this, pull it out and go in. Okay, now again I'm going to pull out like this, and okay, so I pull out this line. So notice how this is kind of creating this twisted look. So I'm going to continue doing this all around. Okay, so I have a Twistee twisting around the lotus. Now here in the inner section, I'm just going to add an aura line like this in the inner section. And I'm going to just fill that space up with brown. Okay, so I'm going to use my Stub 5 and let's fill this whole thing up. Okay, ta-da! Okay, so now here we're going to do this tangle called Jellyroll. So I'm going to start with black 01. Okay, and I'm going to start with black 08. Okay, so we're going to make this Jellyroll thing, and then inside that we will be working with brown 01 micron. So this is a very simple tangle. It's like one of the most simplest of all. So we start with spirals, but nice and big spirals. Okay, so see, I start somewhere here, go around like this. Like we're gonna make nice and big ones. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to use my 01 and I am going to start putting out these lines like this. Okay, so I'm going to take my time, do this for each of the spirals that we have drawn, and yeah, so I'm going to do this for each of the spirals that we've drawn here, and then we should come back and add some background. Okay, so go around adding this.
Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of it. Okay, so I've added that. Now I'm going to use my black 01 Micron and add some circles and tipples and stuff like that. So let's see here. I'm going to add some circles. Again, they're going to be random. We're not going to place them all around, but just few here and there. Okay, and same thing, I'm going to add some here randomly. So I'm going to now go around using my dark brown and brown 05, and I'm going to fill all these sections up. So take your time, go around and fill these up. Okay, so take your time, finish adding the brown, and then we shall get to shading. Okay, so I've added the browns and it looks lovely. Okay, so one last thing, I'm just going to go in and add this little weight for Twistee, and then we are good to go for shading. Okay, fine, let's start with the shading. Okay, so just go along the petals. Okay, so I'm just going to blend this out. Okay, so I am just going to go along this spiral like this. Okay, so go around and that brown shading, graphite shading for the brown over the brown lines. And with that, we should be done and we can journal our tile. So I'm just going to quickly go around at this and call it done. Okay, so I have added all the shading. It's all done. Good. Now let's get to adding our initials and journaling this. Okay. Okay, I think I just want to go around this wherever it's on the white, like that, just to get that shadow effect. Okay, so let's journal this. I am using my brown pen to put my initials on, and now I'm going to journal this. So this is day 13, and today's date is 18th of October 2025. This is Luminous Lotus. So we started off with this tangle called Morrisseau, and then we did Twistee and Jellyroll. Okay, so these are our tangles, and here is our tile all done.
Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group Zentangle, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zentangles. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at SandhyaManne or hashtag Luminous Lotus. So I get to see your lovely works there, and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.SandhyaManneStudio.com for classes, courses and workshops. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend start with my beginner's workshop, which is called the Fundamentals of Zentangle. Okay, so it's now time to comment. Please comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. I shall see you next, which is tomorrow, for a day 14 project. But if you want to get started on this journey, log on to www.SandhyaManneStudio.podia.com/LuminousLotus to receive your PDF template and get started. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, remember to breathe, smile. See ya. Namaste.